Hello, my beautiful narc free family. My name is Cree, and today I wanted to talk to you about going to court with a narcissist. I have done a video similar to this, but it was about divorcing a narcissist. This time I'm just talking about going to court with a narcissist in general, okay? So there are some kind of important things that you need to know. You need to understand that the narcissist sees going to court as an opportunity for them to act. It's like you're putting them in the spotlight, and they are really going to cut up now, okay? And they enjoy and they welcome the opportunity to go to court, unless, of course, they know they're going to lose. But if they have any inkling that they're going to win, because they're going to do underhanded things, and they love going to court. And so there's some things you need to know outside of the fact that this is a stage for them. There's some practical things. You need to be prepared, okay? Yes, you need to have all your evidence printed out, and hopefully you'd have it printed out in advance and have everything organized however you need to organize it. For some of you that are really traumatized, for instance, if you are going through a divorce, you may need a friend to help you, okay, get your paperwork printed out, and do it well in advance. You need to carry a small notebook and something to write with you, okay, for when you're in court, so that when the narcissist is trying to trigger you, you have something you can be doing, all right, because you really need to shut them out. So you're going to doodle, or you can make yourself positive affirmations on this notebook, but you need something with you. You do not need to be sitting there looking at the narcissist. You do not make eye contact with the narcissist, okay? You arrive to court very early, 30, 45 minutes or an hour early. They're going to try to bump into you in the parking lot and have a little conversation with you, or smile at you, or they're going to try to laugh out in the lobby to get your attention, to trigger you, to get you pulled and sucked back into their little dysfunctional matrix, okay? But you have a plan. You're going to arrive early, and you're going to get somewhere where you can sit with your back to them. So if they have little rooms that you can go into at the court that you're at, then find one of those rooms, sit with your back to the door. Make sure that you are staying away from the narcissist's sphere of influence, because they are going to try to get in your space. They are going to try to get in your head. They're not going to stop at court, because remember, a lot of people don't understand what is really happening. They don't see that they're traumatizing you all behind the scenes, and that they're harassing you and bullying you and all that. All the court is going to see is when you're in there, what is happening, okay? And they're going to try to trigger you before you can get in there, so that you will react to the abuse in the court. You need to present yourself as a whole different person that the narcissist does not know. So what I want you to do is, the narcissist has studied you to figure out how to get you to react. Now I want you to flip that up. You study you. What I mean by that is, if you realize and acknowledge that you talk fast when you're nervous, I know I do. I talk fast, and then I lose my train of thought, and then I don't get everything out. Then intentionally, you need to slow down so that you can get everything out. You want to scare a narcissist? Go to court and be the person that they didn't expect for you to be. This is going to make them highly nervous, because they were not able to trigger you in the parking lot. They thought that you want to see them in the courtroom, or you want to bump into them, or you want to talk to them, or you want to work something out. So the narcissist has a plan for you. They're sitting at home and they're devising a plan about how they're going to get in your space, or they're going to laugh out loud in the hallway, or bump into you and act like it was an accident, so they can grin at you or try to gaslight you, in the hallway of the courtroom, so that they can get you to react in court. But you have your own plan, which is to bob and weave and get away from them, okay? Because you understand what you're dealing with. Now, and I want to talk to you about remaining calm. You need to be calm, okay? And that's why you're preparing everything ahead of time, so you can come and be calm and settled. If you can eat something that, the morning of court or whatever, do. And if you can't, that part is on you. But you need to be calm and prepared. I want to talk to you about your attire. Um, you know, People say, "Oh, this color will help you win in court, or this color will help you win," or they have these things. Now, I don't know if that's true or not. The day of court, when I went, I knew that I needed to be confident. When you're going in against somebody who is lying on you and manipulating the court system in their favor and all this stuff, you need to be the best version of yourself that you can be. So you'll need to understand that when you are doing anything with a narcissist, it is all energy based. Okay, so your confidence needs to be through the roof. So what you wear is very important. Okay, what you're wearing to court needs to make you feel really, really confident about who you are. You need to be showing the best version of yourself. You need to be feeling yourself, okay? You need to be smelling good and looking good and feeling good. Because if you wear something that, you have to be dressed like it's business, obviously, not like you're going to a party, but you need to be feeling your best with what you have on, okay? Because your confidence needs to be through the roof, because you're gonna go in the room with someone who is about to play a game and you're not playing. You need to go into the courtroom optimistic. The narcissist is coming in trying to play a game and trying to be underhanded and manipulate the court system, but you are coming in with the mindset that you have your facts there. Don't let them get you triggered and get you going downhill and get you off balance or off focus. Just stay focused on the matter at hand and nothing else, okay? Now, I said earlier that the narcissists, they treat this like a stage and they welcome it, okay? So what you also need to be prepared for is be prepared for an actor to act. When an actor acts and they put on a performance, they are someone else and they are going off of a script. That's what the narcissist will be doing. They will be lying, okay? When they are lying, I want you doodling on your pad. If there's something on there, if there's something they lied about that you could prove or that you need to give to your attorney, if you have one that you need to make a note about, make a note, okay, to show your attorney. They may be able to do something with it. But what you don't do is look up while they are lying. Because I know in my own personal experience as a survivor of narcissistic abuse and having to go to divorce court with the narcissist, he lied so hard under oath about something so big that medical records and everything could have proved. But what he lied about actually made me look good. It made me look like a better wife and a better mother than I actually am, okay? Because I won't get into the details, but it had the courts thinking, wow, she was taking care of someone who was paralyzed and couldn't walk, but he was never paralyzed. You understand? So he was preying upon the court taking his side, but in his delusional mind, his lie actually made it so they were like, hey, this woman is taking care of these two little kids and this paralyzed man. When he wanted it to work out to where they would feel sorry for him, he was not factoring in that it was not going to work out that way. So even though he never was paralyzed and he was lying about it, that's okay. But had I looked up, because I would have smiled, he would have known that, hey, I just said something wrong. I need to retract this. But since I was doodling and I never looked up and I knew better than to give any kind of reaction, he never caught on. So what I'm saying to you is that let them lie. Narcissists have a way of hanging themselves. What he had essentially done is told the people that I had left him home with my children and that he was fully paralyzed and that he could not take care of them. He couldn't drive anywhere or anything, which obviously he had just told them that on a scale from 1 to 10, I was a 9 as a wife and a 9 as a mother. And now he goes and tells them this. So they knew that he was lying. But keep in mind that they, on that stage, get so high up that they are in their own little world. So don't worry about what the narcissist is doing. Some of this is going to work out to your benefit. You stick to the facts. Know, the point I'm making with telling you all that is know that they're going to lie under oath. It's what they do every day. They lie all the time. So they're especially going to lie when they get to court. They don't have a reason to change outside of court. And besides that, you also need to know that they believe they're above the law. So they don't have to follow any orders, or so they think. They don't have to follow any of the orders. Those of you who have gone to divorce court with the narcissist, you already know this. And they are going to try to manipulate the system and move money and, lie about how much they make and all of these sorts of things. But everything has a way of coming around full circle. So don't be dismayed if you hear the narcissist lying. Don't react. I'm telling you now, they are going to lie. All right? And I'm making this video to prepare you for what you should expect. Don't expect them to follow orders. No matter that the court ordered it, they want to play a game with the court about if they're going to do it or not. They want to sabotage you and have you thinking that they're going to give this money or whatever it is they're supposed to do because the court ordered it. But they know full well that their full intention is never to give you this money. So unless you hold them in contempt of court, they're not going to do it. What ends up happening is that on one end, even though the court doesn't understand the abuse and they may not be fully aware of all of that, and they may not have had enough experience with that, they are aware of when someone's lying in front of them. They are aware that one person has a clean slate of following all the orders, and on the other side you have this dysfunctional person who doesn't think they need to follow any of the orders. So you always keep your hands clean and do what the orders tell you to do. And it is going to be trying if you have to keep going to court with a narcissist, because it seems like you feel like you're losing. Because they seem to be getting one up. But know that the court will play a little game with the narcissist. Some of the people in the court know that it's a narcissist. They've seen this before. And they will make the narcissist think that they are giving them something. They will behoove them and pacify them by giving them a little something. And you will be really irritated thinking, oh my God, do they not see this? But that's not always the case. There are times when they do see it, but throughout the hearings, to keep everything more calm for you, they're giving them a little something, just a little, they're changing the order, tweaking it up just a little bit. But really, they're trying to see how the narcissist is going to respond to what they've done. So I know that this is a lot, but I'm trying to just give you, as a survivor of narcissistic abuse, something to hold on to. Now, I want you to develop the attitude that you've already won. From the time the game began, you've already won, okay? And then I want you to also decide that even if the court doesn't side with you, and even if it looks like you've lost in court, you've still won. And what I mean by that is, even if the court does not catch on, that's not the end. That's just the circle you're standing in right then. That's not the end. Things are subject to change. Don't give up. you have to shift your energy to a very positive mindset. Okay? So I had already decided if the court cannot see through all this manipulation and they side with him, some of you who are going to divorce court and you have children, I want you to, I want you to start thinking about this. Narcissists hate to see you happy. They want you to be bombarded. And those of you who the narcissist is trying to take your children away, what do you think that the narcissist is going to do if they see that you're going on trips and you're going out to dinner and you're having a good time and it looks like they've won? And it looks like they've been able to get your children. They're not going to be happy with that. Some of you are going to be surprised to find out that they're going to stop taking their visitation with the children because their whole goal was so that you couldn't go anywhere or you couldn't do anything. And now they realize that they are helping to make it so that you're able to go places, which is not what they wanted. So you have to give these things time until the courts become more aware of what is going on, which is why you have YouTubers on here trying to spread the information so that you can stay on kilter and stay balanced and hang on. Just hold on, because enough of us have to get out here and enough of us have to spread the word so that the courts will hear it and they will know. Enough of us have to get in the face of the people in law enforcement, the lawyers, the judges and all of that. Okay, so without making this video too long, I'm going to leave you with that. Go prepared to court. Make sure you are feeling yourself. You're looking good. You're feeling good. Be prepared to ignore the narcissist's attempts at trying to trigger you and have a positive outlook from the beginning. Okay? From the very beginning, or from whenever you hear this message, whatever your outlook is, if you're a person who worries all the time, stop worrying. There's nothing you can do about what is going to happen. Some things are out of your control. All you can do is be the best version of yourself and go into things with the best attitude and make the best of whatever happens and just hang in there and hold on. Some of us who have won in court will tell you that the narcissist does not stop coming for you, because once you win, then they feel like, with their black and white thinking, you're the enemy. You're the enemy from the time they discard you or you discard them. You become the enemy. And if you win in court, you're definitely the enemy. So there is there is no real win except here in the mind. So keep your mind together, because you're going to need to keep that together. And you never know what can happen in the future or what change can happen, okay, that works out in your favor. So be optimistic. That's what you can control, is your optimism, all right, and your preparedness, okay? Thank you for joining me here at Narc Free. I would love it if you subscribe to the channel. If you'd like any of the content that I have on my channel, you're welcome to share it. Look down below in the comment section. I'll leave the other video that I did and some other videos that might help you, for those of you who are divorcing a narcissist or have children with a narcissist. Thank you so much for being here. Bye bye, my beautiful, beautiful Narc Free family. Mwah.